My name is Michael, and I am a teacher in an elementary school in a small American city. I teach young children in the first grade, and my classroom is always full of energy. Teaching is my job, but it also feels like my passion. Because I love to see children learn and grow every day. My life is simple, but my routine is full of small moments that make me feel proud and happy. Every day is busy, but it is a good kind of busy. I usually wake up at 5:30 in the morning, because I need time to get ready before school. The house is quiet at that time, and I enjoy drinking a cup of coffee in the kitchen while the sun is still low. I live alone, but I often talk to my parents on the phone before school. They live in another city, but they like to hear about my day. After coffee, I eat a small breakfast, usually toast and fruit, and then I take a shower and dress for school. At 6:30, I leave my apartment and drive to the school. The drive is not long, only about 15 minutes, and I like to listen to the radio in the car. Sometimes I listen to music, and sometimes I listen to the news. When I arrive at school, the building is quiet, and the hallways are empty. I go to my classroom and turn on the lights. My classroom has many books, colorful posters, and small desks for the children. I feel happy every morning when I see it. Before the children come, I prepare the board with the date and the lesson plan. I also put out some small activities for the children, like simple math games or coloring pages. I check my notes and think about the day ahead. At 7:30, the school bell rings, and slowly the children walk into the room. They greet me with smiles and happy voices. I always say, "Good morning," to each child, because I want them to feel welcome and safe. When all the children are seated, we start with a morning meeting. We sit in a circle, and each child shares something small about their life, like what they ate for breakfast or what they did yesterday. I like this part because it helps the children feel part of a group. After the meeting, we begin reading time. I read a short story to the class, and then we talk about the characters and the events. The children enjoy listening, and I enjoy teaching them new words. After reading, we move to math. Math in first grade is simple, with numbers, adding, and subtracting. I write problems on the board, and the children solve them in their notebooks. Some children are fast, and some are slow, but I always try to help everyone. When they understand, I see their eyes shine, and it makes me feel proud. Teaching math is not only about numbers, but also about patience and practice. I remind them that mistakes are normal and part of learning. Around 10 o'clock, the children have a short break. They go outside to play in the yard. Some run, some swing, and some just walk with friends. I watch them from the window or walk outside to make sure they are safe. The sound of children laughing fills the air, and it makes the school feel alive. When the break is over, they come back with red cheeks and big smiles, ready to continue learning. The next subject is writing. I give the children simple sentences to copy, or I ask them to write about their family or their favorite food. Some children write slowly, but they are proud of their work. I walk around the room and check their papers, giving small words of praise. At this age, every little success is important. Writing time also helps them share their own thoughts, which is good for their confidence. The classroom is quiet, but full of focus. At noon, it is time for lunch. The children go to the cafeteria, and I often eat with other teachers in the staff room. We talk about our classes, share stories, and sometimes laugh about funny things the children say. Teaching is not always easy, but with good friends at work, the day feels lighter. After lunch, I usually drink another coffee, because the afternoon can be long. Then I return to the classroom to get ready for the second part of the day. In the afternoon, we usually do science or art. Science lessons are simple, like learning about animals, plants, or the weather. The children love to see pictures and ask questions about the world. Art lessons are full of color, paint, and happy faces. Children make drawings, cut paper, and glue shapes together. Their work is sometimes messy, but it is full of imagination. I always put some of their art on the walls, because it makes the classroom bright and beautiful. Around 2 o'clock, the children start to feel a little tired, but we continue with stories or music. Sometimes I play soft music, and the children draw quietly. Other times we sing songs together, and the classroom feels full of joy. Singing helps them learn new words and also makes them feel united. At the end of the day, we clean the room together. Each child picks up papers or books, and we put the chairs back in order. This small job teaches them responsibility. At 3 o'clock, the school day ends. Parents come to pick up their children, and the classroom slowly becomes quiet again. I say goodbye to each child, reminding them to do their homework and to rest. When the last child leaves, I sit at my desk for a few minutes and breathe. The room is silent, and I feel both tired and satisfied. Teaching is hard work, but it is also beautiful work. I would not change it for anything. After school, I spend some time preparing lessons for the next day. I write notes, choose books, and plan activities. Sometimes I also grade the children's work, but I try not to take too much home. Around 4:30, I leave the school and drive back to my apartment. On the way, I often stop at a small store to buy food for dinner. I enjoy cooking simple meals like pasta, rice with vegetables, or chicken soup. In the evening, I usually relax. Sometimes I call my friends and talk about life. Other times, I read a book or watch a small show on television. I also like to go for a short walk around the neighborhood to clear my mind. Teaching takes a lot of energy, but it also gives me joy. At night, I write in a journal about my day. Writing helps me remember small moments, like a child's smile or a funny word they said. By 9:30, I start getting ready for bed. I brush my teeth, drink a glass of water, and sometimes read one more page of a book. Then I turn off the lights and lie down. As I close my eyes, I often think about my students and hope they are happy at home. I know that tomorrow will be another busy day, but I feel ready. Teaching is my work, but it is also my life. My days are simple, but they are full of meaning, and I am thankful for them.